If you like trading cards and you like Marvel Legends, then you are in luck because now those two things have been combined because there is this new special promotion going on at GameStop where for every Marvel Legends action figure, I think it's only on like select action figures that you can choose from there, you will get a free pack of these Marvel Legends cards, which I think is pretty cool. I used to be a huge card collector, but then they just kind of stopped selling them everywhere I live, so I kind of stopped. But I think these are really awesome. I don't really have a GameStop near me, so I can't really get them, but I think it's a cool idea, especially because then you, like, if you, a lot of the, like, the Marvel Retro 375 figures are going on sale now for, like, $6, so you could buy a bunch of those for, like, super cheap, and then get a bunch of card packs if that's what you want. I think that's a pretty good deal, and honestly, these cards are awesome, and, this whole first wave here, or actually, it's called Wave 2, so I don't know what happened to Wave 1, is all villains themed, and it's looking pretty cool here. And you got a cool Thanos, but this isn't just cards. There's something special about these because you look at this Wave 2. So first of all, like I said, this is Wave 2, so I'm assuming there was a Wave 1, but nobody knew about it, or maybe that's coming later. Maybe it got mixed up. But when you look at the lineup for Wave 2 of this card series, it just lines up so perfectly. So, Wave 2. Zemo, Dormammu, The Hood, Lady Deathstrike, Arcade, Red Skull, AIM Scientist Supreme, and I'll talk about the rest later. But just those first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, those first 6 there, those were the 6 figures in the recent Bring on the Bad Guys Marvel Legends villain wave, with Zemo, of course, being the Build-A-Figure of that wave. This lines up 100% perfectly with this, except it doesn't have a Doctor Doom in there. And well, what does this mean? What does this tell us? Well, the fact that this lines up so perfectly with that wave has to mean something. Like, it can't just be a coincidence that it has the same exact characters, especially because, you know, if this was just like a random Marvel villains wave of cards, then you would have had some more heavy hitters. Like, literally, Doctor Doom is on the packaging, but he doesn't have his own card. You would have thought that if this was just a regular Marvel villains pack, you would have had other characters like Loki and like Ultron, maybe like a Venom, Green Goblin, but instead you have a character like Zemo in here who barely anybody knows, so it can't just be a coincidence that those are the same exact characters that we got in that first wave. But then it goes on with some other figures that may be possibly teasing a second Marvel Legends villains wave / Bring on the Bad Guys wave. So we got the Abomination, Mephisto, Blackheart, Terrax, Kang, Baron Zemo, the Leader, and Thanos. So, when it comes to the Abomination, we did actually get a recent version of this character, but was the Gamerverse version of the Abomination. So, a lot of people have really been wanting a classic Marvel Legends version of the Abomination on the body of the Gamerverse figure, but with that classic head sculpt with the cool fins and gills coming out. So, I think that would be awesome, and just like when you look at the listing here, Zemo was the first figure, and then it followed with his wave that built up him as a figure. So I feel like if this actually is a wave, then Abomination would be that Build-A-Figure, because not only is he the right size and he's like a big chunky figure, but also because he's the first one in line there. So I think an Abomination would be perfect for this. Then, of course, Mephisto. I mean, what better figure to go with your new WandaVision figures? So then, I mean, we never got to see him in the series, but you can make it happen in Marvel Legends form. And this is a character that we never really thought we would actually get, like, in a mass retail release. And we thought that, you know, if we ever get a Mephisto Marvel Legends figure, it's probably going to be, like, an online exclusive or something, because, you know, it could be kind of awkward if, you know, a parent is walking down with their kid through the toy aisle, and then all of a sudden see a Marvel Legends Devil, Mephisto the Devil. Yeah, that'd be kind of awkward. But at the same time, Mephisto is such a classic Marvel character. It would be awesome, and he fits in so perfectly here. And the same goes for Blackheart. I don't know if we've ever gotten a Marvel Legends Blackheart before, but he's such a cool character that, again, would go perfectly with so many of your Marvel Legends. Terrax, this is another one that I've personally really been wanting, especially with this new HasLab Galactus. He is one of the Heralds of Galactus, and if he's part of the second wave, and you get that Galactus, then you could get this figure to go along with that Galactus, and that would just make so much sense. It would be so cool, and I think Terrax is long overdue for a redo Marvel Legends figure. And then Kang the Conqueror, this is the only one that's kind of a little questionable, because we did just get a brand new Kang the Conqueror. I think, was it either this year or last year? I don't remember when it happened, but we did get a recent new Kang the Conqueror figure. So I don't know if we'd get another one so soon. But then again, maybe it would be a different version of Kang the Conqueror. Maybe it would be like Immortus or Ramatut, or maybe even Nathaniel Richards. I don't really know, but there's definitely something they could do there. Baron Zemo, a lot of people have been really wanting a classic Baron Zemo. I think that would be perfect. I don't think we've gotten a classic Baron Zemo from Marvel Legends since at least back in the Toy Biz days, I think. And we did get like a Baron Zemo, like a comics Baron Zemo, like 5-ish years ago, but it wasn't like classic Baron Zemo. So I'd love for that to happen. And then the Leader is another one that we also recently got, but a lot of people would also love to see him redone with the more, I don't even know what to call it, the more brain sticky outy head, as you can see here. So that'd be pretty cool. And finally, Thanos, this is another one that I don't think would even be part of this wave, because we did just get basically the definitive version of Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet Celebration release. So I don't know if he'd be part of this, but he is in the card trading list thing. So yeah, guys, this is pretty awesome. I mean, just the fact that we're getting these Marvel Legends cards. Ryan Ting did actually confirm that we are getting more waves and more packs of these cards throughout the year to line up with other waves of the Marvel Legends figures. So I think this is honestly pretty cool. And again, if you want to get your hands on some of these cards, then you just have to buy a Marvel Legends figure at GameStop, and it has to be in person. You can't just order it online. But I think this is pretty cool, and I'm really excited to see this. Who knows whether we are actually getting this second villains wave or not, but I think it was pretty successful. I thought it was a pretty solid wave, and I'm really hoping that this is the case. I mean, just the idea of getting a Marvel Legends Mephisto and a Blackheart and a new Baron Zemo, I think would just be so awesome, and I'm super excited to see what other cards we get in future waves of this series. But guys, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. What do you think about these brand new Marvel Legends trading cards, and do you think this listing for Wave 2 confirms a second villains wave for Marvel Legends? So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.